idea.
Hmm.
So if keeps on being around the right area, I'll keep casting. If I get stopped, I get stopped. But eventually, you'll catch that fish, and that's going to outdo all the minimal losses that you have. And
Yep.
then that's sort of where I get onto that and trail it down as far as I can until I get stopped out again.
Welcome everybody to another Founder Trader of Trader Pool. Today, a special guest is with me, Nick. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm great. Excited for this interview. You've been
Fantastic.
with us for a long time, right?
Yes.
Past few evaluations, got funded. Now you passed the $260,000 buying power evaluation. That's incredible. That's the highest one that you passed, right?
Yes.
That
Yes, sir. Yeah.
okay.
I think we
So
did it in 4 days.
that's also incredible. You did, you have the experience of how to trade evaluation, and the workflow of the risk parameters that we asking to stay within, and all of those things. So definitely for the guys that listen in, you got a lot of insight on the program, on trader pool in general, and obviously in trading. So stay tuned and listen to what Nick is about to tell you. So let's dive into the evaluation. How many before you did? How many evaluation you passed?
How many I passed? I had two of the what was the step below the ultimate
Yeah, the extra buying
the
power with
extra buying power.
160K.
I got two of those back to back earlier in the month. It was about 3 weeks ago, and I was doing okay on those, and I had some interpersonal issues that my emotions got the best of me. It was nothing to do with the program whatsoever, which is amazing. And the risk management really helps you out on that as well. But I allowed my outside forces to determine what my risk was. And I kind of failed those pretty fast. It's not easy to stay in it once you're in it,
Mhm.
which shows you that you really need to be steadfast on the rules and your risk management and things like that. But however, I was able to recover and dove back in and got another evaluation for the ultimate buying power, and was able to successfully accomplish that by not allowing my drawdowns to get out of control, and staying focused on the path, and it bore fruit. So
Yeah,
here we are.
yeah, and that's great. We will in a minute we will look at your trades, but I mean, you had that's a great insight what you just shared, because from time to time, obviously trading, you got to be focused on your trading and stay consistent and disciplined and all of that. But from time to time, it's life. You got some interference from the outside, and that will affect your trading. And
Absolutely.
so that's great. Not great, but this is a great lesson, at least, for the guys that listen in. When you have, and obviously I experienced that for many times as well in my trading career, when you know that there are interruptions coming from outside, like on your personal life, you gotta put the trading into stop, right? In
Yeah.
parking, wait until they will pass, and then continue to trade. I heard many stories when traders got divorced, let's say, or just broke up with the girlfriend, or maybe switched a job or apartment, just moved to a new house, and those kind of elements will affect your trading. So if you know about them in advance and you can be aware of them, then you can stop the trading for that moment until you get back on the horse, right?
Correct. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of stories too where other traders have had the same issues, and a lot of the common thread that you see is when they take some space back away from the market, and they can focus on the outside elements that are interfering with their emotions,
Hmm.
that they are able to come back with a clearer head and progress the
Yeah.
way they're supposed to.
So I'm happy that you did that and passed the 260K. And
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you're gonna do with your funded account.
Oh,
Get
absolutely. We're
get
both going to make a lot of money, Michael.
that's what I'm hoping. exactly.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about your trading in general. What is your style? Share it with the guys.
Well, it's very interesting. I've, like I've said, I've been trading for about 3 years, so I've tried a whole lot of different methods, some being successful, some others. But I think it's important for a trader to understand himself and to, I wouldn't say there's one wrong or a right way to trade, but to understand yourself and how your brain works and how your chemistry works within the market. And mine seems to be more of a shorter time frame, catching those small intraday moves within a few minutes to maybe half hour, something like that. Of course, depending on how the trade's going, I'll take as much
Mm.
as I can out of it. But typically, I'll try to start off with 20 cents and move on from there. But I'll cap it out pretty quick if it starts going my way, not going my way rather. I like to use the fishing example, for instance. I use the scanners in the morning and the charts and analysis like that to sort of tell you where the fish are, right? Where should I
Mm.
bring the boat out to start casting my reel?
Right.
Because you never know. I mean, you can have a good percentage chance of what's going to happen, but you never know what's going to happen with the market. It could go drastically up or down, regardless of your analysis. And I find
Yeah.
that a lot of the time of that is just trying to have that risk and that tight stop for me, to not let things get out of hand. And if I get hit and I'm in the right thing, and a big part of that is to find the right level of where the supply and demand is, capture that level, and if idea take it. So, and then I do price action a lot. Being around the right area, I'll keep casting. If I get stopped, I get stopped. But eventually, you'll catch that fish initial, and that's going to outdo all the minimal keeps on that you have. Being around the right area, I'll keep casting. Sort of where I just hang on to that. Eventually, you'll catch trail it down as far as I can. Outdo all the minimal losses that you have. And
Yep.
then that's sort of where I just hang on to that and trail it down as far as I can until I get stopped out again.
No, but on the positive end, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Stop
So
out on the positive. Right.
so that's a great thing. Basically, what I'm doing is similar to what you do, but I'm not getting out of my trade. So I will start like scaling in small, add to the position like on a supply or demand area as you do, and instead of taking the stop losses out and then get it, entering again and again and again and again until you catch that move, I will scale in like smaller sizes and then
Okay.
add to that. Either way, and that's the beauty of trading. Either way, it's good, right? If it
Right.
works for you, what you do, and stopping out and then catching the right one. That's exactly what I did right now on the Nasdaq. I took short in the morning, and and you can do that and it will work for you, and you can do that and it will work for you as well, right?
Sure.
Better. So in that regards, for maybe for the guys that listen in, and that's you're in your first year of trading, try to, like you did, Nick, try to go to a variety of phases or niche. Try to scalp, try to go for pullbacks, for mean reversals, penny stocks, large cap, right? Just the variety of them to understand who you are as a trader and what is the right approach for you.
And
Yes.
I'll say that the approach works. My particular approach works for small caps and large caps.
Nice.
As long as you're, for me, I found that as long as you make those losses very small comparatively to your winners, you're going to be on the right track, and you'll win in the long run
Nice.
for sure.
And I'll share the screen for a second and show the trades that you made, like your account.
Mhm.
So this is for the guys that watching it for the first time. So this is the dashboard. This is the version right now that we have, but we actually working on something even much more. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but sexier. And
Absolutely.
okay,
We all like that.
yeah, right. and it's going to be really amazing. So basically, just a quick overview. You reach the target, which is $12,000 that you need to reach in 45 days. You made it with 4 days. That's incredible. And you have some, again, $260,000 buying power to trade with. Then I don't see the chart yet because you made like 300, almost 400 trades. So I just scrolling down more and more and more, and this is like an
Right.
endless. And I still got like 4 pages here,
Hmm.
and this is exactly like you said. What you're doing, you're getting into a position. Once it hit your stop loss, you're out. Then you enter again and again and again. At at one point, you will catch that, like you said, the big fish, and as long as you continue and ride that trend, you can actually cover those losses, the small losses, and give yourself the opportunity to make money on that. So
Right.
this is
And I think overall I only had a what right under a 40% win ratio.
mm,
So it's like 38% or something like that. And so don't get discouraged if you feel like you're losing more than you're winning, as long as you're keeping your losses small and your winners big.
yeah, that's also a great insight because from time to time, guys will tell me that you need 60% or 70 or 80%, or how do they improve their success rate. But you can actually, on the other side, just focus on increasing your risk reward with a lower percentage, like success percentage wise, and that will be great as well. So
Right.
this is also something that you can definitely, guys that listen, and try to investigate or understand about yourself. Are you more into success rate, lower risk reward, or the opposite, lower success rate but bigger risk reward? So just play with it until you get it right to your place. The balance. Find the balance for you.
Sure. And then that's another point too. A lot of people will get discouraged and give up, but I feel like it's very important not to give up,
Mm,
to keep forward and in your belief, and keep finding until you find that right method for you, and keep pushing through it, and you'll get there. It's a lot of determination, a lot of emotional ups and downs, as you know, but especially with Trade the Full Pull that I've found, they have great support, and the risk management tools are top notch, and it really helps you become a better trader overall and get you to that next level.
and that's amazing because a minute before we started our interview, I actually finished with a guy named Jimmy that also passed the evaluation. He passed the mini buying power, but he terminated roughly 8 or 10 accounts before that, right?
Yep.
And this is something that, when he said that, I actually looked at him, and thought about how great it is, because a guy with so much ambition that want to push for furthermore, not break just because he lost an account or so, just trying to get what he want to do, right? And so this is incredible to see this consistency of a trader. You can understand that this is a winner mentality, right?
Right. It's just like with any professional sport.
Yep.
You have to put in the hours on and off the court. Do basically train until you're too tired to keep going, and then at one point you will turn the corner and things will all come into place, and you'll be there right where you wanted to be from the beginning. So just don't give up. That would be one of my major things. I think I lost quite a few evaluations as well in in the
Yeah.
very beginning. Yes.
So that's incredible to see that you're sticking to your guns and continue to trade. And hey, I
Right.
mean, trading with $260,000 buying power, that's a great place to be, right?
It's a dream, Michael, and only 1,000 came from me. So I'm
I don't
that's a great
I don't have
opportunity
the
you're giving me.
I don't have the Santa Claus hat on me. But I mean, I like to think of myself as a dream as a dream come true guy.
Dream maker, yes.
Dream maker, yeah.
You are, sir. Yeah. And
All
I
righty.
did want to give a shout out to one person when I was really down and out in the very beginning of when I started with Trade the Pool. Like you said, I've been here for a while, hunkering down, and I've gone through evaluations and trying to figure out the platform and then my emotional aspects. Because I feel after 3 years, I've pretty technical, good with the technical analysis, and things like that, and being able to read the tape. But the emotional is my issue, in the psychology. That's where my drawdown came from before. And one of your support techs, Liam, was amazing on not only being able to help and understand with the technical aspect with the stocks, and being able to help me what's going on with the platform and getting everything fixed very quick if there was anything wrong at that time. But he was able to also understand where you're coming from emotionally, and it helped keep me, your support team helped keep me in the game with Trade the Pool, and not veering off and looking somewhere else. So I do appreciate you and your staff for that, for
Nice.
sure.
I will definitely put in a good word on that. Yeah.
No, it's a great company.
Thanks so much.
Mm.
All righty, Nick. We're done here. You're good to go. Just attacking the charts.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All righty. Good luck, buddy.
Look forward to more. Yep.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.